Hi everyone, my name is Sophie and welcome to this short flow where we will be moving towards a peak pose of camel. Before that, we'll open up through the shoulders, the hips, and move the back in different directions. You don't need any props, just a mat, but we will start in a comfortable seated position, so maybe grabbing a cushion for underneath your hips like I have. And I'll give you a few moments to find that comfortable place. And then when you've found it, you can close your eyes if that does feel safe. If not, you could gaze down into your lap. Take a few moments to notice how you're feeling today. Maybe this is by scanning through the body, head to toe. Maybe this is noticing how you're feeling energetically or emotionally. And in a moment, we're going to do a breathwork practice. I'll just talk you through it before we do it. So it's called cooling breath. And if you're watching this on a hot sunny day, it might help to cool you down. So in a moment, you're going to purse your lips as if you were going to blow out a candle or whistle. But you're going to take the breath in through that pursed lips. So you breathe in. Hold it at the top and then breathe out through the nose. So that is the rhythm of the breath. So closing down the eyes, take a normal breath in, normal breath out, and then purse the lips. Inhale, hold, breathe out through the nose. Inhale through those lips. Hold, breathe out through the nose. Inhale through the lips. Out through the nose. So keep going like this in your own time, a few more rounds of that breath. So as you breathe in, feel as the air cools beneath the lips. And then as you breathe out, you're breathing out any hot air. One last round, or finish the round that you are on. And then take a few more normal breaths. Just a moment to connect to your natural breath. In and out through the nose is often an easier place, a more relaxing place to be. Lovely. Blinking open the eye. So we're going to take the hands, interlace them, and then place them on the back of the head. So cradle in the back of the head with the hands, pressing the back of the head into the hands. Inhale, spreading the elbows, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, bring the elbows together, tuck the chin. Come back up to the center. Start to twist over to the right, keeping the hips facing forwards. Come back to the center, twist over to the left, hips facing forwards. And then come back to the center. One last time. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the chest. Exhale to round. Come back up through the centre, twist to the right. Back through the centre, twist to the left. Back through the centre, and then release the hands down by your side. From here, making your way over to all fours. Remove any props out of the way. Knees are apart or together. Chest is going to come in between or over the thighs, and the head is going to lower. Inhale, come forwards, tuck the toes, and then sort of bring in the knees and the shins parallel. And then exhale, send the bottom back, lift in the chest, keeping the hands on the ground. So there's that like rounding through the back. Toes are tucked under, toes are going to get a stretch. Inhale, come forwards and tuck the toes. Exhale, back to child's pose. From here, come back forwards, tuck the toes. This time lift the hips, downward facing dog. And walk the feet to the top of the mat. When you get to the top of the mat, forward fold. And then slowly roll in all the way up through your spine to stand tall at the top of your mat. Lovely. Same thing like when we were seated. Bring the hands to the back of the head, cradling the hands, the head in the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, spread the elbows. Exhale, drawing those elbows together, round through the spine. Back to the centre, twist to the right, hips face forwards. Back to the centre, twist over to the left. Lovely, back through the centre, and then release the hands down by the side of your body. And then take a moment to stand tall at the top of the mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Lovely. Inhale, reaching the arms over the head, gaze up to the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, draw the hands up to the shins. Exhale, place the hands on the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Nice. Staying here for a few more breaths. So bend at the knees, send the tailbone up to the sky. Press the chest back towards the thighs. And then from here, lower the knees down to the ground. Untuck the toes, coming back to sit on the heels. Lovely. And then exactly the same as before, cradling the head with the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, spread the elbows. Exhale to round. Inhale to the centre, exhale, twist to the right. Back to the centre, twist to the left. And then back to the centre, and then release the hands in front of you, coming back to a child's pose. And bring your awareness back to your breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale to come forwards, tuck the toes. Exhale, send the bottom back, send the weight back into the heels. Now, You can stay like this if you want to. You can start to walk the hands a little bit closer to the knees. You can walk the hands onto the thighs. Nice. And again, come back to the breath. Notice that breath in through the nose, out through the nose. The hands are on the thighs, release them back in front of you. Coming back to all fours, untuck the toes, give the toes a little bit of a wiggle, maybe a little bit of a tap on the top of the mat. Nice. And then from here, we're lifting ourselves up, coming into a kneeling position. Lovely, everyone. Hands are going to come to the lower back. From here, start to do the same but sort of opposite. So draw the elbows back towards one another. Lift the chest, lift the chin, and then gently send the hips forwards. Head can rest back. If you want to, you can tuck the chin. Start to bring yourselves all the way up. Take a moment, release the hands. And then send the hands down onto the ground. And you're going to place your head in between your hands. So if you imagine your hands are like this on the ground, your head is sort of as a triangle in between the hands. So bringing the head down, lifting the hips, and start to roll the head sort of towards the chin, sending the back of the head towards the top of the mat. Gently roll all the way back down and slowly release. Lovely. Again, come up into a kneeling position. Send the weight into the left shin and step the right foot to the top of the mat. So we're in like a low lunge position. And then again, cupping the back of the head with the hands. Inhale, start to lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale to round forwards, just the same as before. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the left, opening a little bit out through that right hip. Nice. Come back to the center. Release the hands and draw that right foot back in towards the chest. Nice. So we're going to come back into that camel pose. So you can stay with that first option just like we did. So hands on the lower back. Squeezing the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the chin, lifting the chest. If you want to, you can come into a bit of a deeper version. Tucking the toes helps to bring the ground a little bit closer. But the same thing, you start to send the hips forward, send the chest up, and then you're reaching back for your heels. If you've got your toes untucked, a little bit more intense, or a lot more intense. You're like this, come back to hands on the lower back, and then we'll all release out of this shape together. And then the same as before, hands come down to the mat, head as a bit of a triangle shape with the hands and the head. And then start to tuck the chin, rolling onto the crown of the head. Lovely. Come all the way back up to center. Take a moment, sit back on the heels. Lovely. And then come back to that kneeling position. So we're sending the weight into the right shin, left foot is stepping to the top of the mat, just like before. And then hands cradle the head. Lift the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale to round. Come back to the center. Twist over to the left this time. So we're taking a twist. Back to the center. Over to the right, opening out that twist. Come back to the center. Release the feet back together. Tucking the toes underneath, sinking back onto the heels. If this is too much, bringing the hands to the ground. If not, cradling the hands in the head. Inhale, lift the chest, spread the elbows. Exhale to round. Come back up to the center, twist to one side. Back through the center, twist to the other side. Hopefully your feet are talking to you. Back to the center, release the hands to the ground. Gently untuck the toes and again give the feet a little wiggle, a little bit of a tap. Well done everyone. And then from here, sinking back onto the ground, removing your feet from underneath you as you send your legs out in front. So straight out in front. Hands coming behind you. Lifting the chest, lifting the chin. You can allow your feet to be a little bit floppy. Notice the breath once more. And then keep the right hand where it is. Lift the chin and lift the head back up. Bring your left hand to the side of your right leg, taking a twist to the right. Left hand comes behind you, right hand to the outside of your right leg, left leg, so right hand, left leg, twist into the left. Come back to the center and then roll yourself forward and then taking a forward fold. So the legs can be shoulder width apart, they could be a little bit wide if you want to. And we're not reaching for the feet, we're going to be really floppy and a little bit of more of a yin pose now. So starting to roll the chin down to the chest, rolling forwards. Allow the hands to either rest on the shins or backs of the hands on the ground. Close the eyes. And we're going to be here for 2 minutes, which might seem a long time, but it allows you to soften into the pose and allows the mind to come to a little bit of stillness. If you're finding that you want to move, please feel free to maybe sway a little bit or get that movement moving somewhere. And then you can rest your awareness on your breath or on the sensation, wherever you feel it. Hopefully in the back body, the back of the legs, the back. And then start to slowly roll out. So roll in yourselves up to seated. And then rolling all the way down onto your back into Shavasana. Take a moment to get comfortable. And this is where your body then can absorb the practice. So no need to do anything, no need to think anything. Allow yourself this space to be. And if you want to, you can stay here for as long as your day or your life allows. If you wish to close the practice with me, start to bring some soft and gentle movement back into your body. Maybe hug the knees into the chest with a gentle rock from side to massage the lower back on the ground. You want to reach in both hands and feet away from you to take a full body stretch. And then nice and slowly start to make your way back up to where we started, in that comfortable seated position. And just like at the beginning, take a moment to check in. How do you feel? And it's without any judgment, there's no comparing from our previous. Just take a moment to notice. And then gathering the hands together at the centre of the chest. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. And a long sigh out through the mouth. Thank you so much for your practice. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you.